Okay guys, and once again we are looking at the parallel shift, and we demonstrated around 2 cushions to make a ball. We're going to do something a little bit different this time. So in this instance we're trying to hit the red balls, but what we've got to appreciate here is trying to hit the red balls direct offers us no value at all, and we have a yellow ball here obstructing the red balls anyway. So we need to hit the third rail. So just for preference here, we're going to put the chalk where we want to hit. So now we've got a parallel shift between the cue ball and the chalk, not the cue ball and the ball, because we're not trying to hit the ball anymore. So instead of trying to find the halfway point between the cue ball and the red ball, we've now got to find the halfway point between the chalk and the cue ball, because this is where we want to hit. So we find the halfway point between the chalk and the cue ball. We go through the pocket because this is the direction that we're going to hit it. We parallel shift across, come around the 3 rails, try and make something happen with these reds. So the halfway point, parallel shift to the cue ball. And we hit the red balls. Now, in international rules, that would be a fantastic result, because we take the yellow ball off the table and leave our opponent snookered. Fantastic demonstration of the parallel shift. So guys, we're going to take this look at the parallel shift again, and this time it's what you do not want to do when trying to perform the parallel shift. The biggest problem players have is shifting the cue correctly from your point that you've chosen back to the cue ball. Often the line is correct, you go to the cue ball, you've slightly moved off the parallel line that you want, and then you miss the snooker and you go, oh, well, what happened there? So it's very, very important that you leave space between yourself and the cue ball when coming back. So the halfway point between the cue ball and the yellow balls, this area here, and just for reference we're going to place that there. Now we're going to go through the pocket, which we know is the correct way to perform the parallel shift. However, if you then take this placement here and then come to the cue ball, it's very difficult to get the correct line. When you start to perform this correctly and you get more used to doing it, you're better off coming back from the table, taking the line you want through the pocket, and then coming to the cue ball here. It's so much easier when you keep that room between yourself and the table to find that correct second line that you want back to the cue ball, as opposed to being on top of the table. So we take the line, we parallel shift to the cue ball, we play with that hair of side spin that we've discussed, and we come round, we pop the yellow ball. And that is great advice on getting that second line correct in going back to the cue ball. Thanks for watching guys. Like, subscribe, put your comments down below, tell us what you like about the video. See you in the next one.